So you got a little more than 10, $11 million coming. What you gonna do with your money?
Me?
Yeah.
Actually, man, I've been thinking about opening up a garage back home. Place where people can bring their cars and not get completely ripped off, you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Ludacris, the hip-hop icon and Fast and Furious star, has a stunning $3.5 million car collection as of October 2024. But the most sentimental car in his garage isn't a flashy supercar. It's a 1993 Acura Legend coupe. This classic is one of today's most sought-after collector cars, and Luda has a deep personal connection to it. More on that soon. But first, let's check out his incredible collection.
You need some fresh air? Because you about to get a whole lot of it.
Number 1. 1993 Acura Legend Coupe. Think back to the early 90s, before Ludacris was a Grammy-winning rapper, before the blockbuster movie roles, before the fame. Back then, he was just Chris Bridges, a guy grinding his way up in the music industry. And what car was he driving? This very Acura Legend Coupe. Ludacris could buy any car he wants today, but he chooses to hold on to this one. This isn't just a car to him, it's a reminder of where he started. And it's still his daily driver, despite clocking over 250 miles on the odometer.
Let me tell y'all something. Every time I get in this car right here, it's a constant reminder of all the time and hard work that I put in to get where I'm at today.
Hold up! Before we delve further into this unique masterpiece, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss out on exclusive access to these speed demons, packed with power and jaw-dropping design. Trust me, this collection is about to get even more insane. Now back to his baby. Under the hood, you're staring at a 3.2-liter V6 engine pushing out 200 horsepower and 210 pound-feet of torque. It's got a 5-speed manual transmission because that's what actual driving was all about back in the day. And let's not forget, Acura's build quality from the 90s means this thing is still running strong. But here's where the story gets even better. In 2015, the car was in an accident. Now, most people would have just let it go at that point. Well, not Ludacris. Acura stepped in to restore it, ensuring every detail was perfect. They lowered the suspension by 2 inches, added bigger brakes, slapped on some 18-inch Rays alloy wheels, and even upgraded the sound system to a premium Pioneer setup. That's love. So while it may be the cheapest car in his collection at around $30,000 today, it's easily one of the most valuable in sentimental terms. Number 2. Ferrari 458 Italia. Now let's shift gears to something on the opposite end of the spectrum, the 2009 Ferrari 458 Italia. It is one of the finest supercars ever made, and one of the Italian powerhouse's last naturally aspirated V8 models. That alone makes it a classic. Ludacris's 458 is a stunner. While many people opt for the classic Ferrari red, he chose a sleek, glossy blue. Talk about making a statement. But it's not just about looks. This is an absolute beast on the road. With a 4.5-liter V8 under the hood, the 458 cranks out 562 horsepower and 398 pound-feet of torque. That means it can blast from 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds. Back in 2009, that was blisteringly fast, and even today, it's still a serious performer. Ferrari also equipped it with a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission that shifts in under 50 milliseconds, faster than you can blink. And here's the kicker. The 458 was the first Ferrari to introduce this groundbreaking gearbox, developed by Getrag. It later found its way into other high-performance cars like the AMG SLS and even the Ford GT. But what really sets the 458 apart isn't just the power, it's how it drives. Ferrari nailed the steering response, giving it razor-sharp precision. And let's talk about that sound. The naturally aspirated V8 revs up to 9,000 RPM, producing one of the most intoxicating exhaust notes in automotive history. This car is pure theater. Of course, maintaining a Ferrari 458 isn't exactly cheap. A set of front brake pads alone runs about $700, and if you need new carbon ceramic discs, you're looking at a $10,000 bill. And don't even get me started on tire wear. Those things eat through rubber like a hot knife through butter. But hey, when you own a car like this, that's part of the deal. With a price tag of around $440,000, Ludacris's 458 is one of the crown jewels of his collection, and it's easy to see why. Number 3. 2007 Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe. If the Ferrari is about speed and performance, then the Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe is about luxury and presence. And this one? It's one of the most expensive cars in Ludacris's collection, veiled at a whopping $450,000. The Drophead Coupe is the convertible version of Rolls-Royce's legendary Phantom, and it oozes old-school charm combined with modern sophistication. From the outside, it's a masterpiece of design, with a commanding presence that lets everyone know you've arrived. Under the hood, there's a 6.8-liter V12 pushing out 453 horsepower, but even with its massive size and weight, it can still hit 60 in just 5.7 seconds. Not bad for a car that's basically a rolling palace. Step inside and it's pure opulence. The interior is surprisingly minimalist for a Rolls, but that's because the craftsmanship speaks for itself. The seats are wrapped in the finest leather. The wood trim is sourced from a single tree to ensure perfect grain matching. Even the floor mats aren't left out. One of the most remarkable features? The retractable soft top disappears under a lid made from 30 pieces of teak wood. And if that wasn't enough, the trunk has a split double-hinged lid, perfect for tailgating and ultimate luxury. The Drophead Coupe also comes loaded with high-tech features, including LED side lights, an advanced iDrive system, active rollover protection, and even a hidden front camera to help with parking. Because let's be honest, maneuvering a nearly 18-foot-long car isn't exactly easy. Owning a Rolls-Royce isn't for the faint of heart. It takes over 350 hours to build one of these by hand, and the maintenance? Let's just say, if you have to ask, you probably can't afford it. But this is the ultimate symbol of success for a guy like Ludacris. Number 4. 2017 Lamborghini Huracan Spider. When it comes to pure power and jaw-dropping speed, not much can match Ludacris's 2017 Lamborghini Huracan Spider, with its price tag of around $250,000. Under the hood, you'll find a naturally aspirated 5.2-liter V10 engine that cranks out an earth-shaking 602 horsepower and 413 pound-feet of torque. That means this beast can rocket from 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds. Leaving just about anything else on the road in the dust. And if you feel the need for speed, the Huracan Spider can hit a blistering top speed of 201 miles per hour. Now that's what I call fast. With its sharp angular lines and aggressive stance, this car turns heads wherever it goes. And when the top comes down, forget about it. Everyone within a mile radius will hear that high-revving V10 scream its way through the gears. Inside, Luda enjoys a high-tech, driver-focused cockpit with a massive 12.3-inch digital display, sports seats, and endless customizable options. Want a rear-view camera, parking sensors, and 6 different brake caliper colors? No problem, this Lambo has it all. Interestingly, the 2017 Huracan shares its DNA with the second-generation Audi R8, meaning you get all the flair of a Lamborghini with the reliability and refinement of Audi engineering. It's a match made in heaven. Number 5. 2019 Rolls-Royce Dawn. Luda's 2019 Rolls-Royce Dawn is all about arriving in effortless style. And let's face it, he is a guy who knows how to balance speed with sophistication. Priced at around $356,000, this ultra-luxurious convertible is as much about comfort as it is about performance. Powering the Dawn is a smooth 6.6-liter twin-turbocharged V12 engine that produces 563 horsepower. While that might not sound as unbelievable as the Lambo, don't be fooled. This beauty can still move. It gracefully sprints from 0 to 60 in a respectable 4.3 seconds and maxes out at 155 miles per hour. But let's be honest, this car isn't about drag racing. It's about gliding down the road like a yacht on wheels. The Dawn's GPS-linked 8-speed automatic transmission is one of the most incredible features. This smart system actually reads the road ahead and adjusts gear shifts accordingly. Going uphill? The Dawn knows. Taking a tight corner? It shifts seamlessly, so you never even notice. Inside, the rear hinged doors make for a dramatic entrance, and once inside, passengers are treated to butter-soft leather, real open-pore wood trim, and even optional massage seats. If that wasn't enough, Rolls-Royce offered a TV tuner, allowing Luda to catch his favorite shows while on the go. And there's even a night vision feature for those late-night drives to help spot pedestrians or animals in the dark. Now that's what I call luxury. Number 6. 2006 Ford GT. Now let's talk about the crown jewel of Ludacris's collection, his 2006 Ford GT, a true blue American supercar that pays homage to the legendary Ford GT40, a race car that dominated Le Mans in the 60s. Luda reportedly dropped $400,000 on this classic, but that might have been a steal. Why? Because these rare machines have only gone up in value over the years. With just over 4,000 units ever made, owning one is like having a golden ticket in the car world. What makes it so unique? Well, the heart of this beast is a 5.4-liter supercharged V8 that pumps out an exhilarating 550 horsepower and a massive 500 pound-feet of torque. Mated to a 6-speed manual transmission, this is a purist's dream come true. And when you step on the gas, you're hitting 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds and topping out at an insane 205 miles per hour. In 2005, this was one of the fastest production cars on the planet. Even today, it holds its own against modern exotics. But it's not just about speed. The 2006 Ford GT is a tribute to Ford's racing heritage. The sleek aerodynamic design, those iconic racing stripes, and the unmistakable round taillights make this car instantly recognizable. And unlike modern supercars packed with computers and driver aids, the GT is raw, unfiltered power. No fancy traction control, no paddle shifters, just you, the machine, and the open road. Number 7. His 2021 Mercedes-Maybach GLS 600. Ludacris is no stranger to rolling in style, and is a prime example. This beast, valued at over $200,000, is a palace on wheels. And trust me, when you see what's inside, you'll understand why this ride has his seal of approval. Under the hood, this Maybach packs a bi-turbocharged 4-liter V8 engine that churns out a jaw-dropping 550 horsepower and 538 pound-feet of torque. But it gets better. It has a 48-volt hybrid system that gives it an extra kick when you hit the gas. That means Ludacris can go from 0 to 60 in just 4.8 seconds. For an SUV, that looks like it should be chauffeured to a red carpet. That's some serious get up and go. Speaking of luxury, the interior of this thing is absolutely bonkers. Napa leather massage seats? Check. A duo of 12.3-inch infotainment screens? You got it. A 3D surround sound system from Burmester? Of course. And let's not forget the Maybach exclusive air suspension, which gives you a smooth ride that feels like floating on a cloud. Ludacris even made it Instagram official, posting a video showing off the suspension's magic. Interestingly, he got his Maybach before it even hit dealerships. Talk about VIP treatment. The only downside? You won't be packing the whole family in this one. It's got just 2 rows of seating instead of 3. But if you're rolling in a Maybach GLS 600, you're not worried about fitting in extra passengers. You're busy enjoying the power reclining seats, chilling champagne in the built-in fridge, and reveling in the fragrance diffuser that makes the cabin smell like success. And if you think the Maybach is all about comfort and no fun, think again. This bad boy is a performer. The twin-turbo V8 gives Ludacris enough power to own the road, while the Maybach mode on the suspension ensures every bump disappears like magic. It's the ultimate combination of muscle and opulence, making it the perfect ride for a rap mogul who demands the best of both worlds. Number 8. 2009 Ferrari F430 Spider. What's a car collection without a Ferrari? And Ludacris isn't just driving any Ferrari. He's got a 2009 F430 Spider, valued at $217,000. Literally, it is a speed demon that's as thrilling as it is iconic, with a top speed of 193 miles per hour and a 6-speed manual transmission. Ferrari built the F430 Spider to be an absolute rocket on the road, and Ludacris made sure he got his hands on one. The uniqueness of this car lies in the fact that it was built to celebrate Ferrari's 16th championship win. It is one of the most track-focused convertibles they've ever made. This beast is powered by a 4.3-liter V8 that belts out 503 horsepower and 347 pound-feet of torque. That means when Ludacris puts the pedal to the metal, he's got 80% of that torque ready to go at just 3,000 RPM. The race-tuned suspension, massive carbon ceramic brakes, and lightning-fast F1 Superfast 2 transmission make every drive feel like a day at the racetrack. And the sound? Oh man, this Ferrari screams like a banshee when it's put to the limit. practically daring you to go faster. Inside, Ferrari stripped out every unnecessary luxury to keep it lightweight and performance-focused. No plush carpets here, just diamond plate-style aluminum flooring, exposed welds, and carbon fiber everything. Even the seats are carbon-framed and covered in weight-saving cloth, adjusted manually. The doors? Carbon fiber. The only hint of modern luxury? A docked iPod Touch for blasting tunes through the 6-speaker system. If you think this is just a showpiece, think again. The F430 Spider is one of the fastest open-top Ferraris ever built. Around Ferrari's Fiorano test circuit, it proved to be quicker than any other convertible the brand had ever made. It's lightweight, low to the ground, and razor sharp on the corners, making every twist and turn feel like an adrenaline rush. This full-throttle, high-revving, race-bred monster begs to be driven harder. And with Ludacris behind the wheel, you better believe it deserves the respect. Number 9. 2013 McLaren MP4-12C. If there's one thing we know about Ludacris, it's that he's got a taste for speed. And what better way to satisfy that need than with a 2013 McLaren MP4-12C? This $230,000 supercar is a masterpiece of engineering, designed to dominate the road with a perfect balance of power, precision, and style. With a top speed of 207 miles per hour and a blistering 0 to 60 time just over 3 seconds, the MP4-12C is built for pure, unfiltered performance. Beneath the bonnet, there's a twin-turbo 3.8-liter V8 pumping out an eye-watering 616 horsepower. That's enough to send this car flying down the quarter mile in just 10 seconds flat. But it's not just about straight-line speed. The MP4-12C was McLaren's first real shot at taking on Ferrari and Lamborghini, and they came out swinging. The car features a carbon fiber monocell chassis that keeps it lightweight and incredibly stiff, making it feel like a race car on the street. The handling is razor sharp, the steering is pinpoint and precise, and the proactive chassis control system ensures it sticks to the road like glue. And then there's the design. With its sleek aerodynamic body, flying buttresses, and dramatic dihedral doors, the MP4-12C looks like the wind sculpted it. But it's not just for show. Every line and curve serves a purpose, keeping the car stable at high speeds and channeling air exactly where it needs to go. Inside, the MP4-12C offers just the right amount of luxury without sacrificing its performance-first approach. The bucket seats are firm and supportive, ensuring the driver stays locked in during high-speed maneuvers. The steering wheel is telescopic, allowing for the perfect positioning. And while fuel economy isn't exactly its selling point, let's be honest, who buys a McLaren to worry about gas mileage? Ludacris's MP4-12C is about pushing limits, embracing speed, and owning the road with a machine that's as thrilling as it is beautiful. This is the kind of ride that turns heads, drops jaws, and leaves everything else in the dust. For a guy who's built a career on being the best, it's only fitting that he drives one of the best supercars ever made. Number 10. 2017 Range Rover Sport. Now, who wouldn't want a ride that combines luxury with power? Ludacris certainly does, and his 2017 Range Rover Sport is proof of that. Costing around $67,000, this isn't your average SUV. With a 3-liter supercharged V6 engine under the hood, this beast cranks out 340 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque. That's enough punch to make your daily drive feel like an adventure. If you want extra oomph, the HSE trim takes the horsepower up to 380. Want better fuel efficiency? There's a 254 horsepower diesel V6 engine, though it might not get your heart racing like the gasoline models. Sure, the diesel is practical, but practicality isn't always the priority when you're talking about luxury SUVs. Handling-wise, the Range Rover Sport likes to take it easy. Push it hard into a corner, it'll let you know it's not built for sharp, high-speed maneuvers. But that's okay, because the air-sprung suspension makes sure you're riding in absolute comfort no matter where you go. It's plush, it's smooth, and it eats up bumps like they're nothing. Step inside and it's a world of high-end materials, genuine leather, metal trim, and wood accents. At this price point, you'd expect nothing less, right? Standard features include heated seats and steering wheel, dual-zone climate control, and refined cabin experience. If there's one downside, it's the cargo space. It's a bit smaller than you'd expect for an SUV of its size. But hey, if you're rolling in a Range Rover Sport, practicality isn't exactly your top concern. Which of these cars would you love to take for a spin? Drop your favorites in the comments and let us know what dream car you'd add to your own collection. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of luxury cars and jaw-dropping collections, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more incredible content, and ring the bell so you never miss another video.